And so this morning, Nathan wants to share a little bit about what we've been doing behind the scenes to keep serving that mission, from our software to our content and our team. He's going to give you a little peek behind the curtains about what's coming down the pike at Convertkit. And for all of you that already use it, I think you're going to be pretty excited about this. And for all of you that don't, I don't think you're going to be able to help but start using it after this. So let's welcome our founder, Nathan Barry.
So clearly, you're all just as excited as I am that Taylor Swift is back on Spotify. It's a big deal. So, as Barrett was talking about, 5 years ago, I was getting into blogging, trying to figure out how to do this online business thing. And I ended up writing a book about software design called the App Design Handbook. And my goal from this book was to, over the life of sales of the book, maybe 2, 3 years, 4 years, was to make $10,000. That's what I would consider a success. And in that first day, it hit $12,000 in sales, and I went, whoa, okay, there's something to this. And earning a living online has been really important to me because, as I'm sure many of you have as well, like money has often been a struggle, right? You see times where it affects relationships and it affects stress levels. And I experienced a lot of that growing up, and so I had this idea that I wanted to get good at making money. And for the first time, I saw a predictable way that I could earn a living. And so I thought, do all of you know this? Like, did you know that you could write blog posts and you could teach people something, you could talk about something that you really care about, and you could help others earn a living doing it? And so that's really, as Barrett mentioned, that's why Convertkit exists. So we started out with this idea of, okay, we've got to spread this message and we've got to help other people because we need to make sure that, money as a stress point doesn't affect relationships and it doesn't affect, friendships and it doesn't affect stress levels and cause these other problems. And more importantly, it's got to enable freedom. Like, there's so many amazing things that can come about because you're not concerned about money. And so Convertkit exists as a company to help bloggers earn a living. And that's not just bloggers, that's the term that we use the most, but really it's podcasters, vloggers, authors, and we really sum all of this up in the idea of helping creators earn a living. And so the other side of that is, when was the last time that you read something on the internet that changed you? Like something, I'm not talking about an article on Lifehacker that was like, oh yeah, that was interesting, I can hack my day. I mean like something that actually meaningfully improved your life. And I want to show you a couple examples of this. So there's this guy, good friend of mine, his name is Benny Lewis. Hi, Benny. There he is. So Benny teaches people how to learn languages. And so if you think about it, through his site, fluentin3months.com, Benny is enabling an entire new world, entire new countries, entire new experiences for people through helping them learn their second, third, fourth, or 22nd language, something like that. So in that, Benny, as a blogger, is able to make this amazing impact on hundreds of thousands of people. But he's also able to earn a great living as a result. He's able to live in the countries that he wants, except for Brazil. Ask him about that later. But he's able to have this great life and make a huge impact on a lot of people. And so we see that as the two sides of it, earning a living and helping other people actually change their life. Or there's Krista Stryker. So Krista found a lot of amazing abilities in herself through fitness. And then teaching and helping other people create that change, she was able to earn a great living from it. She has incredible amounts of freedom from her business. And she's able to show people that just in a 12-minute workout every day, they can actually change their bodies, change their health, and change their lives. Or another example on the other side of the spectrum would be Adam. So Adam teaches programmers new skills, how to level up. And so not only, you should ask him about his product launch. He's sitting right over there. But not only is he able to earn an amazing living, I actually talked to him and about the numbers from his last year, and I was like, wow, you're able to earn that in the last year? And he's like, it was 11 months. I was like, oh, sorry. Didn't want to exaggerate. So Adam is teaching, he's earning a great living himself, but he's also teaching programmers how to build an income for themselves, level up their career. And if you think about it, those developers that Adam is teaching, those skills, those are the people who are going to be building the next Convertkit. They're going to be building the next other products. And so these are just 3 examples of Convertkit customers who we see as we're helping them earn their living, supporting them, and they're out there really changing the world. So Convertkit now, we're a little team of 25 people. And so we really see our mission as just the 25 of us to support 13,000 customers. It's actually 14,000. I checked this morning. It's awesome. I think Alexa's got a few more of you to sign up. And so our job is, as the little group, is to support these 14,000 customers, help them earn a living. And those 14,000 customers have 70 million unique subscribers. So across the entire platform, that's how many there are. And so these are 70 million people who have this opportunity to learn new skills, to learn a new language, to level up their life, all these things because of these 14,000 creators, these 14,000 bloggers. And then over the last 4.5 years, we've sent 2.3 billion emails on behalf of these creators. And you might be thinking of like, okay, an email, like getting it from a server to an inbox, like that's your job. Okay. But we see it as 2.3 billion opportunities, like 2.3 billion touch points for people to experience a piece of content that could actually change them and could actually meaningfully improve their life. That's, Benny Lewis's opportunities to teach people a new language are a nice, tiny little portion of that 2.3 billion emails. And so that's what we're really excited about. Now, it's easy to talk about, these big ideas, but I want to get into how we actually support bloggers, because it comes down to 3 ways that we see it. First is on the training, second is on tools, and then the last is on the support side. So when it comes to training, we've been trying to do something new, and we have this publication that our marketing team has been working on for the last 6 months called Tradecraft. And so instead of publishing a weekly blog post, we instead started to produce this online magazine. And each issue is on a particular topic, and it comes out once per month. Charlie, our designer in London, has been doing amazing illustrations on it. And so the idea is that we're covering all of these topics that you need to know in order to build an online business. Now, the next thing that we did is we actually need a way to take these ideas and implement them in practice. So we put together something called the Product Creation Masterclass. And that is a way that we took 14,000 bloggers and helped them create a product start to finish in 30 days. And so we're going to be running this a few more times over the next year, and we're really excited about that. So that's the support side, or sorry, that's the training side and where we're focusing on that. The next side is tools, right? We're a software company. Did you guys all know that we're a software company? Okay, we are. So we make email marketing software. And when it comes to tools, like this is the core of our business. And so I want to talk about what we've been working on for the last 6 months. So back in January, Dylan, who's our user experience designer, flew out to Boise. He's from Florida. He hadn't seen snow before, and it was like tons of snow everywhere, and he picked the wrong weekend. But he came out to visit in Boise, and we spent basically an entire week saying, okay, if we reimagined Convertkit from the ground up, what would it look like? And I've always built Convertkit, designed Convertkit to be what I wanted. And so it has to have the things that I want, and it has to be a product that gets out of the way and is really great at just getting straight to the core message, saving time, and letting me get this content that I'm trying to create, this change that I'm trying to create in my audience straight to them. And so we looked at everything else that's going on, all the other products, because really, like email marketing has been around for over 20 years. And so we see it not as inventing the space or not as inventing particular parts of it, but really seeing what these great companies like Aweber and MailChimp and Drip and ActiveCampaign and Infusionsoft have all done, and seeing ways that we can take those and build upon them. Like, we really see it as building on the shoulders of giants. And so as we're redesigning this product, we knew that it had to be a lot more powerful. Like, we needed a lot more high-end functionality to enable, the large customers that we have who have hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers to use the product. But we couldn't move away from the thing that we're known for most right now, which is being incredibly easy to set up. And so we had this problem of, like, on both sides, we have to be more advanced and enable more functionality. And then on this side, we have to be even easier for the beginner than we are today. Right? Because the people who need the most help earning a living from their work are the ones who are just getting started. And so we can't run away from that in our core mission. And so I think that we pulled that off. And I'd like to show that to you today. So what we've got, once we switch over to it, there we go, is we're rolling out visual automations. And there's a few things that I want to walk through this with you. So as you jump in, as a subscriber comes in, you can start it off with a subscriber joining a form or being added to a tag. And in this case, let's say if they join my newsletter form, let's add that in. And then right here, glad you like it. We're just getting started. Right here, let's add an action. So in this case, at this point, we want to add them to a sequence. And I can choose from any sequence that I have ready to go here. And we have the new subscriber question sequence. And that's right there. So this is a very simple visual automation. You can see where people are going from the form into the sequence. But here's the thing that's different from every other platform out there, because there are plenty of platforms that do this. And that's just if you click on that it loads the sequence right there for you. So, and you can, awesome. So, right here in this interface, I can make all the changes that I normally did. What I want to do is I have these subscribers coming into my form, and we're sending out these 2 emails to them. And what I want is I'm trying to get them to make a selection. And this is actually the Convertkit email sequence right here. I want them to tell me whether they're most interested in getting their first 1,000 email subscribers, earning their first $1,000, or turning their blog into a full-time business. So I can just come in here, and depending on what people click, I want them to be tagged. So let's just tag them here. And so everyone who clicks that will tag with building your audience, and then we can save that and close out of it. And that's just right back here. OK, so now we need a way to split people between different branches. And to do that, we're going to use events. So now I have this event that when a tag is added, and that will be the building your audience tag, then they're going to get pulled forward to this point in the sequence. And so now we have those 2 other tags. And so that was monetizing your list, and then taking yourself pro. So we have that right there. And then I can go through and add an email sequence for each one. So depending on what someone selected here, they're going to go into one of these paths. And then let's add the email sequence for that. And so this is the building your list, monetizing your list, and then taking yourself pro. Where did it go? There we go, up at the top. OK, so now we have all of this. Another thing that I forgot to mention is these items are the actual forms. So this is the actual form. This is the sequence. If you've used other tools, there's no going off here to go find the form to edit it. I can just click on it. It will scale down. I can jump right in there, make the changes, jump right back, jump into any sequence, make those changes. Now, a sequence could be one email, or if I wanted to add more, I could, I could jump in and add a whole bunch more here. I still have all the same filtering options that I have before, or exactly what day it's set to go out on. We don't need to save those changes. And then here I can also do conditions. So at this point, we've got people coming into the list. They're getting asked, hey, what type of content are you interested in? And they're going down an appropriate funnel because of that. And going back to Mariah's talk, this probably is a funnel about funnels. But here we want to know, are you a customer or not? And so let's say if you have a tag, and let's just go the customer tag, We'll just add that condition in here. We can branch out from here. And I've always shown you creating adding an existing sequence. So as you're migrating your lists over to use this, that's really easy. But you can also just create a new sequence right on the fly. And that, as that loads, will just be one email in there. But you could add in others right there. Looks like I'm having trouble with the Wi-Fi, which is always awesome in a demo. But there's a few really important things that I want to talk about with this that we're trying to do. The first is that it just works as you expect it to. So as you want to edit a form, just click on it, make the changes right there, and jump back. The second one is that it's really, really fast. So everything that you saw there is how it works on production. That's all live code. That's the exact speed that it works. I was talking to the engineers. They're actually like, yeah, we can make that faster. So we're really excited about that. And then the last thing is that you get to experience your email sequence the same way that everyone else experiences it. So, and we can go back to the slides. So this is what we've been working on. And as I mentioned, that's all live code. And it's going to be available for beta on August 1st. And so that'll be coming really, really soon. Awesome. And so over the next few weeks, we'll start to get signups for the really early access beta so that you can have access to it on August 1st and try it out and be the first to do that. The next thing that I want to talk about today is about the balance between building the best product and partnering with the best. So we have this belief that we shouldn't be all things to all people. We shouldn't add features on forever until we have a really bloated product. We should be really focused on what we do best. And then if there's another area out there, we should partner with the people who do that best. And so when it comes to landing pages, we're doing research of, okay, who does landing pages the best? And that's when we really started talking to Instapage and reached out to them. And they're just an example of people who have the best landing page editor and then a really great experience. And so we've been partnering with them, working with them over the last few months. And we believe in it enough that we're not just doing a link on an integration page or something like that, but we're actually going to be adding Instapage features directly into Convertkit, so you can make it really easy to jump over to Instapage to create a new product. So this integration isn't quite live yet, but that'll be coming on August 1st as well. So the first two areas we talked about, right? There's training and then tools. And so the last area that it really makes a difference to help bloggers earn a living is support, right? Because tools can be confusing, or you might have a question on anything else, how to embed a form on your WordPress blog, or how you should price. Come to my workshop later on that. But we really want to level up the support experience. And the most important thing when it comes to support is you're trying to accomplish a specific goal, right? You're trying to get something done, get an email sent out, and then you have a question. If you email that off, then that response might come in 30 minutes, it might come in an hour, it might come in 12 hours. That's not a great experience. And so what we're rolling out starting today is live chat. So now you'll be able to get the help that you want instantly. We've actually got that is live right now. We just turned it on for all customers. We've got a bunch of people from our team ready to man it. So if you happen to want to jump on and talk to someone, they'd probably actually just be out in that room. So you could just walk out and talk to them. But for the introverts in the room, just, it's a new thing that we rolled out. So those are the three areas: the tools, the training, and the support. And that's really how we're implementing our mission to help you earn a living from your blog. Because we believe that through blogging, you can earn that amazing living. You can see that freedom for whatever that means to you, to travel, to have free time, to live in the city that you want. And so I guess what I want to end with is, for those of you who aren't bloggers already, become a blogger, right? Tell your friends about this. Because we see it as, if you become a blogger, you might change your world, or you will change your world, and you might just change someone else's as well. So thank you, guys.